Music was kind of always like an outlet for me, just being able to play with friends and create something, you know?
To me, this song is the most perfect art form. It's telling the story and making people dance, making people cry, making people laugh.
And I think that for me is like still something that when I think about it, I'm like mind blown that we get to do that.
We all grew up around music. Music is a really big part of my life. It's how I grew up too.
It's a part of you and you either got it or not, I think, when you're a kid, where you just, all you're thinking about is creating music. And it was just this thrill of like, I want to share these. I want to entertain people.
My dad was really into music, but it was like traditional Iranian music. So I didn't really get to explore a music facet until I literally was encouraged by these people. Once I like got to a taste of that, it was like my favorite form of expression, and it's always so dynamic and complex, and it's always challenging, really like beautiful, something to like live and love for. My culture really has always affected my creative outlets because it's something that I greatly love. A lot of it does come from like my growing up and just my experiences.
Yeah, growing up in Detroit, you're just surrounded by this music culture. And people inspire me, I think, more than anything.
I always have a song in my head. I never don't have a song in my head. I think it's just kind of an inseparable part of life if you're really into music and you grew up loving it.
You know, whenever I play, I kind of just like get that feeling of like being a kid again, you know? I don't know, hanging out with these girls, I feel like I'm in a girl gang, you know, especially on stage, like we're just like, you know, I feel like really, you know, invigorated.
We've all found our element right here together. So whenever we're together, we're in the moment and having a great time. I think performing is my favorite thing because you get to feed off the energy of so many people in the crowd, and it's just like a special moment that you're sharing with everybody.
It's an addiction. It's probably, you know, it's this high and it makes you want to throw up, and you're like, why do I do this for a living? And then once you're on stage though, you just, I don't know, it all goes away. It's all, you know, becomes, and then you're addicted to the next time you're up on stage.
Recording is one of the most amazing things I've ever been able to do. It's just something that I never thought I could listen to something being created.
There's no feeling like that of just like, it's this complete happiness you feel out of spending your time in this life, making and creating things with some of your good friends.
It's like such a special, intimate experience. It's such a cool thing to see something through like that because you really truly realize how much you're capable of and how you can create, you know, like just like everybody you've ever looked up to and the songs that inspire you, you can also create a song.
From Detroit originally. So, any Detroiters? Yeah. Sounds like it. Okay. Well, support is good. This song's for you guys.
In the past, I've felt like there's a block of some sort where I'm just maybe stressed out with life and I'm like, is it over for me? Am I never gonna create a song again, or is nothing ever gonna inspire me? And then
like it's gonna come through, and sometimes it comes through at like the darkest time, and that's really when you like, I feel like you strike when the iron's hot, because those like negative emotions can really fuel something beautiful.
I'm always trying to implement, I gotta make like one song a week. Once you're in the groove of doing it regularly, then it's easier to come up with these ideas.
If I'm not playing drums and I'm like doing artwork, if I'm not doing artwork, then I'm dancing. Like I constantly have to be moving towards something creative. Otherwise, like, you know, I don't know, I'll die. Like I can't imagine a life where I'm not doing, like playing drums or anything. Like
we've grown up with enough people that we know who have left music to pursue in their mind, like what is like a true profession or something different, a different calling. But I feel like we've sort of proven through this time that we are lifers and that this is like a not a distinguished path, but one that we really do actually believe in, you know, full-heartedly believe in.
Especially as women, I think it's harder. There's a lot of things that can get in the way.
I think there's like a silent thing where it's like if you're a woman in rock and roll, there's a timestamp on it. Like at some point you have to like put down your instrument and like pick up a family or like start a family or pick up a job or something. Like you can only be like young and do it, whereas guys could be like in their 60s, you know, and like, you know, rock and rolling or whatever. So, you know, we're gonna prove them wrong, I guess.
And it sure beats doing anything else with your life.
That's for sure.